Exposed. The hidden costs of airline baggage. Airlines love to tack on extra charges, but baggage fees have become their favorite cash grab. Airlines worldwide made an estimated $33.3 billion from baggage fees in 2023 alone. What started as a small surcharge in the late 2000s has become a massive moneymaker. Today, checking a suitcase or even bringing a carry-on can cost you, turning that cheap ticket into a pricey ordeal. In this countdown, we'll reveal the top 7 baggage fee traps airlines set and how you can avoid them. Get ready for insider tips to pack smarter and beat the airlines at their own game. 7. The carry-on conundrum, paying for free bags. Think a carry-on bag is always free? Think again. Many budget airlines now charge for the privilege of using the overhead bin. Carriers like Spirit and Frontier allow only a small personal item for free. Any standard carry-on will cost extra. If you show up at the gate with an unpaid carry-on, you could face a shock fee. Spirit's gate charge for a carry-on can be around $100. Even major airlines have fine print. United's basic economy tickets don't include a full-size carry-on on many routes. If you bring one, United will make you check it and slap on a $25 gate handling surcharge on top of the bag fee. These policies catch travelers by surprise and pad airline profits. How to avoid it? Always check the airline's baggage policy before you fly, especially if you booked a super cheap fare. On low-cost carriers, assume you'll pay for any bag beyond a purse or backpack. If you do need a carry-on, pay for it online in advance. It's much cheaper than paying last minute at the airport. Or try traveling with just a personal item, a small backpack or tote, to skip the carry-on fee entirely. A little planning will save you from the carry-on conundrum. 6. The first checked bag fee, airlines cash cow. Once upon a time, your first checked bag flew free. Not anymore now. Most airlines charge about $30 to $35 for that first suitcase. It doesn't sound huge, but consider that US Airlines raked in about $7.1 billion from baggage fees in 2023. The first bag fee has become a cash cow. It began around 2008 when major carriers first imposed checked bag fees, and airlines have increased them over time. In fact, American and United recently hiked their bag fees by $5. American now charges $35 online or $40 at the counter for a first checked bag. Sneaky move. Charging more if you pay at the airport is a way to squeeze a bit extra from unsuspecting travelers. Not all airlines play this game. Southwest famously allows 2 free checked bags, a rare perk in today's industry. But on most carriers, expect to pay for every suitcase. How to avoid it? If you're bringing luggage, factor baggage fees into your ticket cost. Sometimes upgrading to a higher fare class or flying an airline like Southwest can actually be cheaper once you add in bag fees. If you must pay, do it online when you check in to avoid any pay at the airport surcharges. With a smart strategy, you can often dodge the first bag fee entirely. 5. Overweight baggage, the hefty penalties. Packing a few extra pounds in your suitcase can cost a small fortune. Airlines impose hefty overweight fees if your checked bag exceeds the standard 50-pound, 23-kilogram limit. For instance, on United, a bag weighing 51 to 70 pounds incurs a $100 fee, and 71 to 100 pounds costs $200 extra each way. Oversized bags, beyond the normal dimension limits, can hit you with about a $150 to $200 fee as well. These charges often exceed the price of the flight itself. Many travelers have that oh moment at the check-in counter when their bag is just a bit over the limit and suddenly the cost of their trip jumps. How to avoid it? Weigh your luggage before you go to the airport. A simple $10 luggage scale can save you $100 plus. If your bag is over 50 pounds, redistribute items into a carry-on or a second checked bag. Paying a second bag fee, say $40, is usually cheaper than a $100 overweight fee. Also, keep an eye on your suitcase size. If you know you have a huge trunk of a bag, consider using a slightly smaller one to avoid oversized charges. Know your airline's limits and stick to them. It's far better to remove that extra pair of shoes at home than to pay through the nose at the airport. 4th, international flight mysteries, free, bags, and not so free. On long international flights, you often get a free checked bag, except when you don't. Many international economy tickets include at least one bag, but airlines have introduced light fares or basic economy on global routes that include zero check baggage. Book one of those, and you could be paying $75 or more for the first suitcase, whereas a regular economy ticket on the same flight includes a checked bag at no extra cost. It can be confusing because we're used to thinking long haul equals free luggage, but the fine print matters. How to avoid it. When booking international trips, double check if a checked bag is included. If the fare is labeled basic or light, assume you'll pay extra for luggage. It might be worth paying a bit more for the next fare up that includes a bag. Often the price difference is less than the baggage fee would be. If you already have a no-bag ticket, consider prepaying the bag fee before you get to the airport. International bag fees are usually cheaper online too. And as always, try to pack as light as you can. The bottom line, know what your ticket includes so you're not hit with a surprise $100 fee at the check-in counter overseas. 3. Low-cost carrier traps. Bags as big business. Ultra-low-cost airlines. Think Spirit, Frontier, Ryanair, Wizz Air. Make their money by charging for everything, especially bags. They often lure you with a $50 fare, but if you have luggage, that's where they get you. These airlines even use dynamic pricing algorithms for bags. The price can change by route and demand. In 2023, Spirit's fee for a first checked bag ranged from about $10 up to $89 on different flights. And Frontier's ranged from $0 promo up to $138. Yes, you could pay over $100 for a single checked bag on a cheap airline. They also charge for carry-ons, sometimes nearly as much as a checked bag. To top it off, some airlines like Frontier have even incentivized their staff to catch people with unpaid bags, reportedly offering a $10 bonus for each bag forced to be checked at the gate. No wonder budget airlines are strict about bag sizes and weights. How to avoid it. If you fly a low-cost carrier, assume you'll be paying for bags and budget accordingly. The trick is to pay for your baggage during booking or online before you fly. Never wait until you're at the airport because the fees can be dramatically higher. Consider bundling. Many of these airlines sell package deals. For example, a bundle that includes a carry-on, checked bag, and seat selection together, which can be a better value if you need multiple extras. Also, maximize your personal item. Since that small item is free, use a backpack or tote that fits their size limits and pack it to the gills. Some crafty travelers even wear extra layers or use jacket pockets to carry more without extra bags. Finally, always compare the total cost. A $50 Spirit fare plus $40 bag fee equals $90, which might be more than a $100 ticket on Delta, with a free carry-on and snack. By planning ahead, you can enjoy budget airline prices without falling into their baggage fee traps. 2. Hidden fees and surprise charges. Baggage fees often aren't obvious when you buy a ticket. Airlines might not show those fees up front on a search engine. You only discover the true cost at checkout or even at the airport. This lack of transparency has been so problematic that regulators are stepping in. The U.S. government announced a new rule requiring airlines and travel sites to disclose all baggage fees up front when you're purchasing a ticket. No more bait and switch with a low fare that suddenly balloons after you add bags. This is great news for travelers, but you should still be on your guard, especially when booking basic fare types. Always assume that basic economy or the cheapest tier on any airline comes with baggage strings attached. For example, a basic fare might mean no carry-on allowance, as with some airlines, or fees for checked bags that would be free on a standard ticket. If you don't notice those conditions, you could get an unpleasant surprise at the airport. Another surprise charge, paying baggage fees late. As noted, some airlines charge more if you pay at the check-in counter or gate, and if your carry-on bag turns out to be oversized or overweight, you might be forced to check it and pay extra on the spot. How to avoid it. Read every detail during booking. Look for notes like baggage fees may apply and check what's included before clicking purchase. Many booking platforms now let you toggle to view prices with baggage, which helps. If you're unsure, visit the airline's website and find their baggage policy page to see the exact fees. The new regulations will help, but ultimately it's up to you to know what you're buying. Always factor in baggage costs. When comparing flight prices, a $150 ticket with a free bag can be a better deal than a $120 ticket with $30 in bag fees. By doing the math, and reading the fine print, you won't be caught off guard by hidden charges. First, smart ways to beat baggage fees. It's time to fight back. Here are some pro tips to avoid or reduce baggage fees. Pack light and carry on. The simplest tip is still the best. If you can avoid checking a bag, you dodge a fee altogether. Embrace the minimalist packing mindset. Use a carry-on suitcase and a personal item and skip the baggage counter. You'll save money and time and avoid lost luggage worries. Use credit card perks or elite status. Airline co-branded credit cards often include a free check bag for you and sometimes a companion. Likewise, if you have frequent flyer status with an airline, you can usually check bags at no cost. These perks can save you a lot if you travel often. One survey even found 11% of United flyers applied for a new credit card, specifically to avoid baggage fees. If you travel frequently, taking advantage of these benefits can make a big difference. Choose airlines with friendly baggage policies. Not all airlines nickel and dime you the same way. For example, Southwest's 2 free bags policy, unique among U.S. carriers, can save a family a bundle. Some international airlines also include a free checked bag, even on economy tickets. When comparing flights, consider these differences. A ticket might cost a bit more on an airline that includes luggage, but you come out ahead by not paying extra fees. Pay attention to weight and size. Avoiding fees isn't just about the number of bags, it's about their weight and dimensions too. Stay under that 50-pound limit to escape overweight charges. Weigh your bag at home and use luggage that meets the size rules. If your suitcase is borderline, measure it. You don't want to suddenly shell out $200 because your bag was oversized or 5 pounds too heavy. Plan and prepay. If you know you'll have to pay for luggage, pay it early. Pre-book your bags when you buy your ticket or before you get to the airport. Some airlines even penalize procrastination. JetBlue, for instance, charges $10 more if you wait until the day of departure to pay a bag fee. Plus, prepaying ensures you know the cost up front. Planning ahead also means you can pack strategically. Maybe it's cheaper to take 2 smaller bags instead of 1 huge one. No one likes baggage fees, but a little foresight can minimize them. With these tricks, you can keep your hard-earned cash in your pocket and out of the airline's hands, and save yourself stress as well. Bonus, what if you're charged unfairly? Sometimes mistakes happen. Maybe you were charged a baggage fee in error, or hit with a surprise fee you want to challenge. If you believe a baggage fee was unfair or wrong, speak up and ask for a refund. Contact the airline's customer service and explain the situation calmly. Provide receipts or evidence, e.g., you have a credit card that should waive the fee, but you were charged anyway. Airlines do issue refunds for mistaken charges. Also, know your rights. If your checked bag is lost by the airline, they owe you a refund of that bag fee automatically. They charge to transport your bag, and if they fail to deliver it, you shouldn't have to pay. New rules are pushing airlines to also refund fees for very delayed bags. So if your bag never shows up or comes days late, claim that fee back. If an airline flat out refuses when you're truly in the right, you can escalate the issue. File a complaint with the Department of Transportation or dispute the charge with your credit card. Those are last resorts, but they're options if you're not getting any satisfaction. The main thing is, don't just swallow an unfair fee. Airlines bank on people not bothering to ask for their money back. A polite but firm request can often get a fee waived or refunded, especially if you have documentation or status. It never hurts to try. Thank you for watching, and remember to like and subscribe to not miss out on more tips and videos.